Welcome back to the show. The Ottawa Home and Remodeling Show kicked off yesterday. It's running right through until the end of Sunday, and just so many opportunities to learn from some of the experts and so many local businesses, of course, involved sharing their expertise. And my next guest is going to be presenting on Sunday. I'm joined by Sascha Lafleur, co-founder and principal designer at West of Main. Welcome, Sascha. Great to have you here.
Thank you very much for having me.
Let's talk about your business and sort of the inspiration behind it. Tell me about how you got started.
So I come from a family of home builders, and I studied in Montreal. I met my husband while traveling Europe. He's from New Zealand. He has a lot of experience managing different companies, and we just thought that we could really get together and we could create a business that not only elevated the design style, but also the structure of the quality of service that we were delivering to our clients.
So tell me, what type of services do you offer to your clients?
So we offer a turnkey service, which essentially takes care of everything from start to finish. You come to us first, we assemble the dream team, architects, builders, designers.
Wow, okay.
And that way you're involved in the most enjoyable aspects of your project. And we specialize in dream home, custom new builds, remodels, furniture and decor. And we also actually have a shop here in Ottawa, just off of Heron and Bank, where we offer some of the curation of goods that you can see in our designs.
So what type of pieces can you find in the shop?
So all furniture and decor, really, because we offer that turnkey service, which is full service.
Right.
You have to have all of the means to decorate an entire home. So that, down to, we were talking before, taking naps. Well, we launder the sheets so that when our clients that we're doing their dream home builds for are move-in ready, you can essentially move in, take that nap, or go to bed.
That is amazing. Like, I've never heard of a company that offers that type of service. So obviously, that makes you very unique within that industry. You presented yesterday at the Ottawa Home and Remodeling Show. Tell me about what was that experience like?
So it was awesome. We really wanted to paint a picture without scaring people of what goes into building your dream home, the level of details, who's involved, timelines, budget, all that kind of thing, to shed some light on it within an hour.
Do you find most people are overwhelmed especially when they're doing something from scratch, like having their dream home built from the bottom up?
Yeah, there's decision fatigue that comes into it if you're trying to take it on your own. Like, design itself is more than a 9-to-5 job. It's a career of love. So if you're going to do this and you have another job on the side, then of course it's going to be very stressful. Some people, if they're doing a remodel and they're living through it, like all of those things, if there isn't a proper planning phase to it, it can break your bank, can break your marriage, unfortunately. It's
true.
Really good
it's incredibly stressful.
Yeah.
Same topic you're going to be presenting on Sunday, and you're talking a little bit about some of the biggest mistakes people make when they're thinking about their dream home or a major renovation. Well, what's one of the top mistakes that you feel people make?
So not assembling your dream team from the start. And that's really where we wanted to change the conversation, is that people often think I need an architect or I need a builder, but shedding some light on what a designer does and why that designer needs to be brought on from the get-go, because it's a very holistic sensibility to get the type of designs that we're creating and that often people are showing you in their inspiration photos on Pinterest. Unfortunately, Pinterest doesn't have dollar signs.
Yes.
So it's really shedding light on, like, what are the costs of these things. So when we have, the budget creation from the get-go, of course, a builder can put a budget together for you, but that doesn't necessarily mean, unless you've gone through the steps of talking with, the architect and the designer about what it is that you're visualizing, the functionality of the space, how much that's going to cost, and do you have enough in your allowances for the cabinetry that you envision, or the plumbing fixtures, or all that kind of stuff. So it needs to be considered at the start. That way you can make those educated decisions of where to save and splurge, and you haven't already spent it on the square footage of the architectural plans that you've created, and then this is going to be a lot more expensive than you think. I
guess one of the benefits too of coming to somebody like yourself is you're not grabbing an architect here and a contractor there and a designer over here, and they've never worked together, right? So everybody has their different opinions. Is that really important too, to make sure you have that cohesive team?
It is. It's not to say that we don't work with people that have a preferred architect or builder that they want to work with. It just means that we do a vetting process just to make sure that the quality of the design expectation and service level that we deliver is going to be met by the rest of the team, because just like you're interviewing us for the fit, we're interviewing you as well as your team for that fit. So it is easier. You can come to us if you've got a plot of land and you're thinking about building, just come to us from the get-go and we're going to do all of that for you. But if you already have somebody in mind, then we're just going to do our due diligence.
What's one of the biggest trends we're probably going to see in 2023?
So with trends, I like to highlight the ones that I think are going to stand through time too. So
that's refreshing, by the way, to hear. Because we all, a lot of us watch those DIY shows, and you don't consider that, in 5-10 years, am I still going to love those gray floors that I put in, sort of thing, right?
So I think we're going to be seeing a lot more. People are looking for warmth. You see it in photo editing, you see it in clothing. People are looking for those moodier tones. So you're going to see a lot of wood tones that are those neutral browns. Think desserts, chocolate.
Right.
It's not to say that the white oak light tone that you've been seeing for the last few years coming into everyone's homes is going to be outdated. That's still beautiful. It's been here forever and it's here to stay.
Right.
It's just, I think if people are making some new selections, they might be looking for the warmer tones.
Let's remind everybody, you're going to be there all weekend, I imagine, right? You're part of your team. Presenting on Sunday, but do you have a booth there throughout the weekend?
So we don't have
I just
a
wanted to
booth.
check on that.
We have the shop, which people can visit and talk to our team, as well as the websites as well, that they can check out the e-commerce sites for all of the pieces that we carry. And we have a huge plethora of inspiration on our social media. We grew the company on social media, have a wide audience there. So if you're looking for inspiration, definitely go and check us out there.
Terrific. Thanks so much for joining us, Sascha. Really appreciate it. Just a reminder, everybody, you can catch Sascha on the main stage there at the EY Center Sunday from 3 to 4 p.m. We'll be right back after this.